Okay, hello everyone. Holy moly. What a start to the day. Sometimes things just don't go according to plan, and today is one of those days. Today, incidentally, is Tuesday. It is Tuesday, the 7th of August, 2016. Now we're really going back in time. Let's try that again. It is Tuesday, August 7th, 2018. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully you guys are ready for a full day of fun streaming. It's going to be a weird day. I'm about to explain how a lot of stuff has gone down over the past couple of days that has kind of messed around with my schedule a little bit, because it's been a weird one, alright? First of all, today, technical difficulties when I tried to start the stream. My microphone wasn't working. When I went to close down OBS to try to get this issue to fix, all the drivers crashed on Windows. And this happens sometimes. Typically when it happens, I can't get anything working again until I restart the PC, which is what I had to do. So now we're up and running again. The PC is nicely refreshed. That's a good thing. Hopefully it means we won't have any more technical issues for quite a while now. Okay. Let's talk schedule-wise, because, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the midst of the end of a lot of ongoing game projects here that I want to wrap up this week, because there's new content, new games finally releasing this Friday for the first time in months. And so I want to try to tie up as many loose ends as I can before those new games release, alright? So first of all, I knew I was near the end of Persona 5 yesterday, but I didn't know how far. Some people had given me conflicting answers. Some people said 15 hours, some people said 6 hours. So, not knowing how far away from the actual end of the game I was, I did a full gameplay stream yesterday of Persona 5. This got me all the way through the end of the game, up until basically the final segment, but I was stuck by the end of my stream. I was stuck in the midst of a 45 plus minute part of the game where I was not allowed to save, and I was still within a big part of the game where I couldn't save the game. And I said, well, there's no way I'm going to throw away 45 plus minutes of gameplay here. What I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to have to play Persona 5 again as my second stream. Okay? Now, I know that kind of threw a monkey wrench into the plans, because originally it was supposed to be I was going to do H1Z1 last night, but sometimes you got to do things adjusting on the fly. That's what I love being about a live streamer like this, is that I can do that kind of stuff, okay? So last night I did 2 more hours of Persona 5, got through all of the end game content gameplay, but basically beat the final boss and got to a point where the game lets you save before the epilogue of the game. So I saved, and it was already 9:15. I'm like, guys, I can't stick around for another hour or so for the end of the game. It's just not going to happen, you know? I have other stuff I got to do, other responsibilities. You know, my girl cat was about to go to sleep in the other room, and I'm like, well, I want to spend some time with her before she goes to sleep, because she has work today and everything. So I said, all right, here's what we'll do: save the game, put it on hold, and then we'll come back to it today to wrap it up. Okay? Now, at the same time this is going on, guys, I am at a point in Eternal Darkness where people are saying, okay, if you do incredibly well, you'll beat the game in one session, but chances are the end of the game could get pretty tough, so maybe another 5 to 6 hours. Alright, so here we are again. We're in the same situation with Eternal Darkness, guys, where we're going to play it today on stream. I don't know how far I'm going to get. We may be in a situation where I'm kind of like near the end, but I'm not finishing it yet. So here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do today. Just for some clarification for you guys, okay? So, here's what we're gonna do. Today, right now, Eternal Darkness, 4 hours on stream, okay? Gonna get as far as I possibly can in the game. If I beat it, tremendous, great. Game's over, that's good, we wrap it up. If I don't beat it, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you guys, especially some of you who probably played the game before, how much is left? If you tell me, oh, there's, less than an hour or 2 hours left, then I'm just going to beat the game tonight on my second stream. I see no reason to delay it. Just fucking finish it up, alright? Now, you may say, well, what's going on with Persona 5's epilogue? Well, here's the thing. Some people have said, oh, there's only 30 minutes left. Last night, people were telling me there's 1 to 2 hours left, because there's epilogue story, and it takes a long time to get through. So, I don't know, realistically, how much is really left in Persona 5, and I can't answer that, because everyone always has the wrong answer. I'm sorry, but it's just true. Like, as I've asked, how much do I have left in this game? No one ever knows. Everyone always says 20 hours. When I resumed the game in early July, I was supposed to have 20 hours left. Here I am 45 hours into the game, and I'm not done with it yet. So, see what I mean? Excuse me. So, that's what we're going to do. Play Eternal Darkness now. Okay? See how far we can get. If I'm near the end of the game, and it seems like on second stream, if I play Eternal Darkness again, I can beat it, I'm just going to do that. And then, if we have time tonight, okay, then I'll switch over and we'll finish up Persona 5. Best case scenario, I'll just finish this on stream now, and then tonight's stream will be the conclusion of Persona 5. Or if I don't finish this now, maybe I'll wrap it up on second stream, and then we'll finish up Persona 5. Worst case scenario, I don't finish Eternal Darkness at all on the stream. I barely finish it tonight, and then what we'll have to do is just tomorrow night, I guess, finish up Persona 5, okay? So there you go. That's kind of the deal. We'll see how it goes. All right, and we'll go from there. But the good news is we are wrapping up all of these summer projects. These summertime games that I've been playing for a long time. Persona 5 in particular, I've been playing since April of 2017. Finally going to be finishing. Holy shit, it's about time, right? Which means I'll be able to focus on new stuff. But, we're not there yet. Friday is the release of the new releases, which I'm going to talk about in a moment. So between then and now, what else am I going to be doing? Well, it all depends, obviously, on how today goes. But what I'm planning on tomorrow is I'm planning on doing Night in the Woods. Holy shit. Night in the Woods. This is a game that I played last year during an Indies marathon. I only played it for about 90 minutes, and I liked it, but it was kind of a slow start, and I was like, wow, I actually would like to see what happens if the kind of murder mystery aspect starts happening in the game. It could be an intriguing game. Most people said, oh, I hate this game. It's an SJW game, and they didn't want me to play it. But I've always wanted to play it since then. We're doing it tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow's main stream is Night in the Woods. So if you guys want to see that, come out, hang out with me as I play this cool narrative-style game. Tomorrow's main stream is where you're going to be doing that, okay? I hope you'll be here tomorrow for that. Okay? Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, will be whatever is depending on what happens today. It might be the conclusion of Persona 5. It may be something else. If not, if we finish up everything today, then tomorrow night, I'm probably going to be doing either Street Fighter or H1Z1, depending on what I feel like, quite frankly. If I feel like Battle Royale, I'll do it. If not, I'll do some Street Fighter, okay? Then on Thursday, okay, again, I'm going to do Night in the Woods, in the hopes that if I do 2 major streams of Night in the Woods, that maybe I'll beat the game, because I've heard the game's only around 8 to 10 hours long, so maybe if I play it for 8 straight hours, 4 tomorrow, 4 Thursday, maybe I'll wrap up the game. In which case, that would be good, because that's a game I've always wanted to play. It'll get it out of the way, right? And we can focus on new gameplay stuff coming up, rather than have these lingering things, okay? So, that's going to be Thursday, all right? It's going to be Night in the Woods, all right? And then Thursday night, again, will either be H1Z1 or Street Fighter, based off of what I did Wednesday night, okay? And that's the week. Then Friday, we finally got new games. We've got the release of We Happy Few and Madden. So what you're going to see is me playing those games and balancing those with everything else over the course of that next week. Plus, that next week is the release of the new season of The Walking Dead, the final season. So I'll be playing the first episode of that. And I announced this earlier in the week, but I'm going to kind of reiterate. Sometime next week, there's going to be 2 special events. 2, not 1, but 2. Okay? First of all, the first special event is going to be the Rageathon. So one day next week, I'm thinking Friday of next week, so probably like August 17th, it's going to be a marathon-style stream where I'm going to be playing games that are going to cause me rage. This is a direct result of us hitting the subs goal a couple months ago here on Twitch, and then the patrons nominating and voting on the games for this Rageathon. Games are going to include things like I Want to Be the Guy, Street Fighter 5, amongst many, many others, okay? So it's going to be a fun event. That's going to be probably the 17th, Friday, okay? Then, also, that week, all right, I'm going to be doing a major stream. I know this is random and out of nowhere. A major stream of Persona 3. And you might be saying, what the fuck, Persona 3? Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to beat Persona 3 on a stream. This is a game that I did not beat years and years and years ago. And it's always been lingering. It's been 2.5, I think about 2 to 2.5 years since I played it. And people have always been angry that I never beat it. So I figure if I give it a major stream to go through the game, the end game of the game, to get back to the final boss, I should be able to beat it within one major stream. And you know what? What this will do? This will seriously, okay, end a lot of crap that's been lingering for a long-ass time. And I'd be saying, well, why am I going back to Persona 3? Well, there's two reasons. Number one, because I'm finally going to be done with Persona 5, right? So that lingering thing is done, right? So there's kind of a reason, I'm wrapping up all Persona content. So it kind of means it would be a good time to go back and just do one stream and finish Persona 3. That's one, okay? Number two, okay, because Persona 3 was actually the second, or at least as of now, the second most popular nomination for the Rageathon. But I kind of explained to the people who are nominating games for the Rageathon, like, this is a horrible idea, because Persona 3, in the way the Rageathon's going to work, I'm going to be playing games for about an hour to an hour and a half each before I switch to a new game, because it's a marathon. It's not me playing one game all day. It's me playing tons of games during that day. And to have that in the Rageathon makes no sense, because as you guys know, if you watched the playthrough 2 years ago, I have to go through the entire end of the game again, including repeated fights, including another boss that I have to fight before I get to the final boss. And that could take upwards of an hour to an hour and a half before I even get to the final boss. So now can you imagine me during the Rageathon playing this game, never even getting to the final boss, which is the reason why people nominated the game? And then, well, keep going, get to the final boss. Yeah, but then, if I beat the boss, I can't watch the ending, because the ending's probably like a half an hour, and you can't have half the fucking marathon event taken up by Persona 3. It was just a really bad idea for people to nominate and vote on that game for the Rageathon to begin with, which I told them all along, but no one listened. So I said, listen, instead of doing it that way, I'll just do a one-off stream where I'll finish the game, okay? And so that's going to be next week. So, in summary, today, Eternal Darkness, and if I don't finish it on this stream, hopefully the conclusion of Eternal Darkness tonight and the possible end of Persona 5 tonight. For the next 2 days, it's going to be Night in the Woods, where I'm going to attempt to play and finish up that game. Also, it's going to be a mix of stuff like Street Fighter and H1Z1. Then on Friday, new releases in We Happy Few and Madden. Those new releases will be continuing over the course of the next week, okay? In addition to that, next week is The Walking Dead starts up, and I will be playing episode 1 of that final season of Walking Dead, plus one major stream. I'm going to try to finish up Persona 3, and at the end of next week is going to be the Rageathon, okay? So that's the rough schedule for the next week. Pretty exciting. New stuff balanced with old stuff, you know, brand new content balanced with finishing up old, unfinished business, right? So it should be good for everyone. Everyone who's looking for something should get something great, all right? All right. So, that being said, everyone, pretty fun, pretty exciting. I'm pumped for it. I hope you guys are pumped for it too. All right. All right, so what else do I want to talk about? Ladies and gentlemen, my 10th anniversary line of merchandise has launched. I don't know if you guys were here yesterday. Probably a lot of you weren't, because I was playing Persona 5. But it's official. My 10th anniversary line of merchandise on my Teespring has launched. This is a line of product that I worked with the designer over the course of this year, back and forth many, many times, to kind of iron out what we wanted to do. There's 4 new designs up right now, including 10 Years of Dark Side Fill, the new DSP King of Retro design, the DSP 2008 original design, and then a graffiti design. I think they're all good, and they're all very different, and they're all generic enough that if you wanted to wear a piece of apparel outside of your house with one of these on it, no one's going to say anything to you, oh, what the hell is some guy's weird face on it? No, none of them are like that, okay? So please give them a look over on my Teespring, all right? Anything you buy from my Teespring helps me out. I get a commission for it. And it's a great way to celebrate my 10-year anniversary as a content creator, which actually is next month. Incidentally, next month is my 10-year anniversary. That's why next month I'll be doing my 10 Years of Rage anniversary retrospective event. That's going to be an awesome event. Now, to show you guys how good the Teespring merch is, I've ordered 3 of these shirts, and they're supposed to be coming in the next week or so. So once I get them and I wash them, I'll start wearing them on streams so you guys can see exactly what these Teespring shirts look like. Okay, and that'll be awesome to be able to see these products in action, and then maybe you guys will be convinced to maybe check them out yourself, okay? So, please give them a look, teespring.com/stores/DSP Gaming, and, excuse me, please consider getting something. If you do, it helps me out. All right, sound good? All right, that's really the major things I wanted to talk about on pre-stream, okay? I think I've covered them. I guess now what we'll do is we'll go into the plug segment, and then we'll go into shout-outs, and we'll get the show on the road, okay, guys? So, I do want to say thank you guys for all of your support. Okay. It's been a great, month. The month of July was one of the best streaming months I ever had on Twitch. I'm hoping to keep that momentum up. Here we are a week into August. It's hard to say because I had 2 days off within the first week of August, which is very abnormal. I normally wouldn't do that. But, for the most part, you guys have been awesome. You've been supportive. You've been coming out to the streams, even though it's really been downtime stuff. Now with new content coming out this Friday, hopefully we can get even newcomers into the streams. All right? If you love what I do as a content creator, you support the 10 years I've been here, you want to see me continue to, on a daily basis, for my full-time gig, be able to pump out these fun and entertaining streams for you guys, there are many ways that you can support the effort and allow me to do that, all right? The first would be to check out my Patreon over at patreon.com/darksidefil, where your monthly pledges, all right, directly aid in the cost of doing business, all right? They do. But the cool thing about pledging to my Patreon is you get stuff back depending on how much you pledge. Right now, in my opinion, the best perk is a $5 level. If you pledge $5 or more to my Patreon this month, you'll be nominating and then voting on games that are going to be in an Indies Marathon next month. All right? So that's great. You get control over an actual event, all right? Previous events, for example, this Rageathon coming up, that was all determined by the patrons. They were molding that event. Coming up in September, we're going to have the 10 years of Rage anniversary event and a Patron's Choice playthrough, all determined by the patrons. So if you become a $5 ongoing patron, it helps you out tremendously. It gives you all that control over upcoming events. Just to give you some examples, coming up soon, the Halloween event, where you're going to be nominating games for a Halloween event, and you'll be contributing towards what kind of a costume I'm going to wear for Halloween. And there's going to be a Christmas event this year as well. So all these things, being a patron, really helps out me, but also you get tons of great stuff out of it too. That's not the only perk, by the way. There are many other perks you can get for being a patron. I just feel the $5 perk level is the best one. But give it a look yourself. Patreon.com/darksidefil. And please consider pledging if you are not a current pledgee to my Patreon. It's a lot of cool stuff you get for it. All right. Okay. Now, number 2, I've already mentioned my Teespring store. Normally, I would do a plug here for it. I already have. I'll just say thanks again to anyone who has checked it out. If you're interested in a 10th anniversary merch, please give it a look. Teespring.com/stores/DSP Gaming. I'll have more information on that once I have some of the product here to show you on streams. Okay. All righty. All right. Now, if you're here live on the stream, okay, you're watching the stream live on Twitch. The reason I say that is because some people actually watch this pre-stream as an on-demand video on YouTube. And you want to be part of the action. You want to be part of the interactivity of the stream. You want to get a shout-out during the stream. Well, there's 3 ways you can do that. You can either cheer with bits, you can subscribe to the channel, or you could tip me. And if you do any of those 3 things during the stream, I will give you a verbal shout-out for your contributions. However, there are some criteria to follow, so please listen up. Number 1, please be positive. Please do not bring in negativity. Please do not bring in toxicity. Insults of myself or other people, other streamers, other stream chatters, not allowed. Also, bringing up negative stuff like, oh, this guy is a detractor and he's saying this about you. Did you hear this new negative rumor about you or your family or your girlfriend or this or that? I don't care about any of that shit. I'm only here to put out an entertaining and fun gameplay stream for you guys, period. That's the point. This is not a drama stream, okay? There are many other streamers who love to focus on that shit. I'm not one of them. So if you're looking for that, you're in the wrong place, and I'm not going to give you a shout-out if that's what you're trying to get at, okay? Number 2, please try to remain on topic, all right? Please try to remain focused, and please do not bring up topics that are going to divide the stream chat and or cause controversy and arguments. I'll give you a perfect example. Politics and religion typically are not good topics. People will always argue about that stuff, okay? But in general, I'm not going to limit what you guys can talk about in the stream chat, but just to throw it out there that probably there's a couple hot topics that aren't a good idea, and if you try to bring those up with a shout-out, I'm not going to address them, all right? This is my stream, and the bottom line is I hold ultimate authority and control over what I say and do on my own stream. I don't have to give a shout-out for anything. But in general, I'm very appreciative for everything you guys contribute, and I will give a shout-out if I feel it is appropriate and it won't derail the stream. And in general, most people get it, okay? Most people get it. All right. Okay. Now, if you'd like to go a step further and get visual recognition for your contributions on today's stream, you can do that too. How do you do it? Well, if you either cheer 50 bits or more in a single cheer, or if you subscribe to the channel and wait a few minutes for the share button to appear on your screen and you click that share button, or if you tip me $5 or more in a single tip, then you'll get an on-screen thank you animation to play. And that animation is pretty cool. Designed by Popsicolo, by the way, longtime stream viewer, fan, and moderator. And it's a good way to get visual recognition. By the way, you're still going to get the verbal recognition because I am going to give you a verbal shout out as well. So pretty cool, right? It's a way for me to give back and say thanks to you guys contributing. A lot of people are surprised that I take so much time out to give time and thanks to those who contribute. It's because I appreciate it so much, you know. A lot of bigger streamers can't do that. I'm able to do it, and I like doing it, okay? Now, as you can also see at the top of the screen, the stream stats leaderboard is up, meaning today if you cheer, sub, or tip, you're going to influence that leaderboard. We're going to have a running total of subs. We're also going to have top cheerer and top tipper for those who cheer and tip during the stream. So it's another way to get recognition. If you're the current top tipper or top cheerer, you'll get up there on the leaderboard, okay? And I'm going to start updating that in just a moment. Once we get to the shout-outs, I'll start updating, and people will start getting into the rankings here, all right? So I just mentioned subbing. What does subbing get you? What's the deal? Well, subscribing to the channel gets you many benefits. First of all, you get access to all of our emotes, all the fun channel emotes, okay? Number 2, you don't have to watch advertisements. Typically, during a typical gameplay stream, I run ads 1 to 2 times. You don't have to watch those. You'll be skipping those. And you get the cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter. All right. Pretty neat. Lots of good benefits. So please consider subscribing if you're not a current sub. All right. Pretty awesome. In addition to that, you work towards a monthly goal. Now, people have been asking me for 2 days, what's the tier 3 monthly goal? I don't know. There doesn't seem to be any consensus with the viewers of what they want for a tier 3 monthly goal this month. We've already hit tiers 1 and 2, which is insane, I know. So I don't know. If we hit 575 subs, I'd be willing to do some kind of a celebratory event, but I'd rather get feedback from everyone on what people would like to see. Okay? So have at it. If you guys have suggestions, you guys want to talk it out. Last week, people collectively decided they wanted to see Night in the Woods for the tier 2 goal, and I made it happen. See? So if you guys could go ahead and do it again, make a big agreement of what you guys want to see, then I'll let you, I'll do it. All right? But the thing is, there's no agreement. Everyone's all kind of, not in agreement, and a lot of the suggestions, sadly, are just not very viable. So have at it. Give me your suggestions, and I'll hash it out. And if we hit 575 subs, we'll do something special. Okay? All right. Is that all right? Is okay? Is that all right? All right. One final thing, guys, before we get to shout-outs. As you guys know, especially if you guys are people who have frequented the streams lately, things are not going so well for me in the realm of finances because of YouTube. All right? Not because of you guys. You guys on streams have been absolutely amazing. Your support has been overwhelmingly positive. The streams have been overwhelmingly fun and positive recently. So it's nothing to do with you. It's because of Google and YouTube screwing me over and demonetizing my 8-year running YouTube channel, DSP Gaming, that used to bring in, lots of money for me every month. And now I'm making nothing whatsoever on it. This is not good. I'm in dire straits. I'm in a situation where pretty shortly I'm going to have to make some really shitty decisions of what do I do finance-wise to keep stuff going, all right? They're not good decisions. Basically, bad choice number 1 here or bad choice number 2 here. Each one negatively affects me. What do I do? That being said, all right, if you are watching on the stream and you're wondering, because I just mentioned a million things, I said, gee, I wonder what's the best way to help Phil out. What's the best way to ensure Phil could keep doing streaming? Right now, the best way is tipping me. Because when you tip me, I get those funds right away. That's money I can use right now to pay real bills. Everything else is great. Things like, Teespring, Patreon, cheering, subbing, they all help. But a lot of those get caught up in processing time or whatever, and I won't see them for months. If you tip me, I get it right away. And in particular, right now is the time of month when I'm very, very inundated with bills. And so anything that you contribute will help me directly right now. All right? So if you want to tip me during the stream, there's 2 ways you can tip me. The first is to look below the stream. There's a button that says tip jar. If you click on that button, it takes you straight to my PayPal page where you can leave a tip. You can either do it anonymously or you can do it with a name and a message to get a shout out. All right. So there you go. Or if you don't see that tip jar button, okay, if you don't see it, then instead just type exclamation point tip into the stream chat. It'll bring up a link in the stream chat that you can click on to also go to my PayPal tips page, all right? I'm very appreciative for any kind of contributions, guys. I really am. But, right now, tipping is the best way to help. Fair enough? Okay, the tip segment is now done. We are done. Excuse me, the tip segment. The plug segment is now done, is what I meant to say. Okay, so now, let's go ahead and let's do some shout-outs. For those who have contributed, what I'm actually going to do is refresh, because I just want to be sure if anyone did contribute overnight, they do get credit, because sometimes people do contribute overnight, and I don't want to miss it. Okay, so in particular, actually, no, we did not have any contributions overnight, which is fine. Let's get started. First of all, the 51st Dragon did a 500-bit cheer. Let's get the 51st Dragon up on the leaderboard as the top cheerer for today. What a way to start. Okay, and the 51st Dragon asks the following. Excuse me. He says, hey Phil, will you be playing Remothered? It's a new horror game in the vein of Silent Hill or Resident Evil. It sounds good. I love Silent Hill and Resident Evil, but I haven't heard a damn thing about this game called Remothered. So honestly, I'm not sure. Is it out now? Is it a game that's in development? I don't know anything about it. If anyone knows anything about this game and wants to give me details, I'm all ears. But I don't know anything about it right now, okay? Okay? Alright. Shout out to Popsicolo, who did a 50-bit cheer, and says, I should add a cover of John Cage's 433 to the song list. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the song is, so the reference went right over my head. It went boop. So, thank you for the cheer, Popsicolo, but sadly, your joke, I didn't get it. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Shout out to John, who cheered. He said, shout out to Obi-Wan Kenobi, we love you, Sedella. Eternal Napalm did a 1200-bit cheer. Eternal Napalm has now become today's top cheerer. Whoops, I just misclicked and I opened up the Microsoft Store on my laptop. Pff, delightful. Let's close that. All right, Eternal Napalm with that 1200-bit cheer. Now the top cheerer. Let's get you up on the leaderboard, sir. Hold on. So that's 1.2. Okay. Very nice. Eternal Napalm, one of the people who actually convinced me to play Eternal Darkness to begin with. Pretty awesome. Okay. Floppy just cheered and said, what is your spirit animal? I don't have one. Paul Danino tipped me $1 and says, can you give a shout out to my friend CX in the chat? I don't know what you're talking about, Paul. It's probably a detractor meme, more than likely. But technically you did tip me $1, so there you go. Har, har, har. Thank you for paying me $1 to get your detractor meme out there that probably doesn't make any sense anyway. All right. Shout out to Eternal Napalm, who cheers. Says, do you ever plan on going back to finish Secret of Mana HD? Probably not. I mean, the difference between Secret of Mana HD and Persona 3 was that Persona 3, a lot of people actually wanted to see me play. All right. And actually was a game that people had kind of like nominated for me to play over the years or whatever. Secret of Mana was not. Secret of Mana was just a game I wanted to play for myself and was very angry that the end of the game was fucked up the way it was, that it was a puzzle and it was just bullshit, basically. So, I really don't have any desire to go back to Secret of Mana. I just don't. Okay? John Cheered, he says, why don't you do what you did with Final Fantasy 13-3 and look up the ending on YouTube or Twitch chat? Because I don't want to do that. Because people have always wanted me to go back and legitimately beat Persona 3, and it was just the issue. I was so angry at the time, and also that I just didn't really have time. Now I actually kind of have time during the summer before we get to the hardcore gaming season, so I'm going to beat it. 3 high fives, cheers, says, hey Phil, did you watch the Dragon Ball FighterZ Grand Finals? US vs. Japan was hype, and congrats to Sonic Fox for bringing it home. I didn't see anything from EVO at all. I didn't see a single moment of EVO. All I know is what I read on social media. So, there you go. Ramen cheered. He says, thoughts on an IGN reviewer apparently plagiarizing a YouTuber's review of Dead Cells. The evidence is pretty dead on. It's being investigated by IGN. Should he be fired? If it is proven he did plagiarize, yes, he should be fired. Because he should be held up to the same journalistic standard as anyone else. I'm tired of the excuse that, reviews are just opinions. And I'm tired of the excuse that video games aren't serious business and everyone can just do whatever the fuck they want and put out piss poor quality content in gaming media. No, it's time to finally hold it up to a fucking real standard And if the guy did plagiarize, yes, he should be shit canned. Just like anyone else who would have plagiarized in a media job. Period. Okay. All right. Shout out to Floppy again. All right, hold on a second. Sorry, I just had to ban someone who did a troll cheer being a dickhead, so he's gone. Floppy just cheers. Would you describe the stream chat as Phil's positivity cave? No. John just cheered. He says, you work for YouTube 10 years, and then you lose your job because of some guy at Google doesn't do anything right. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, the reason why I've lost monetization on DSP Gaming is because during the year and a half that I was partnered with Curse, someone at Google AdSense said, oh, this is an AdSense account that's either a duplicate or there's, oh, it's not legit. Let's just freeze it for invalid click activity, even though there's no way it could have had invalid click activity because it wasn't active. It was an inactive account because Curse's ads were running on my channel. There's no way there could have been inactive click activity when the fucking ads weren't active. It's actually factually incorrect, logically incorrect, but there's no way to actually fix the fucking process at Google. In my opinion, the problem is not only that their processes are broken, but that they have no way to fix anything. There's no human at Google who can say, oh, I'll look into this problem for you. Instead, it's, did you do this automated process? Yes, I did, and I didn't get a response. Oh, well, fuck you then. That's pretty much the answer you get. It's like, so you have a broken process, it doesn't work, and you don't care. Because you're so big, you're so bloated, you're so overloading with Google money to operate yourself, you don't give a fuck about anyone's problems. You just don't, I mean, how many times have there been tons of issues with things on YouTube and they don't even look into it until a ridiculous amount of people complain? So I'm screwed, It's not the actions of one guy. It's the company as a whole is a bloated mess of garbage. It's a piece of shit. It's run horribly. The processes are terrible. But that's okay because they'll go and celebrate that they have like a diverse workforce. And, the shit that doesn't matter. Your company is a piece of shit. It fucking doesn't operate properly at all. Everyone hates your fucking website. The only reason anyone uses it is because it's the only one in its category. It's a monopoly, right? But let's go celebrate how bad we are. Like, what the fuck? But you're right. 10 years. 10 years of using the fucking site, and now I can't make $1 on it because these motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's ridiculous. And it's unprofessional, and they're just terrible at their jobs. I don't know what else to say. I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. I always hated, for the last few years, doing stuff on YouTube because it's a fucking jumbled mess of garbage. And, I mean, in one regard, it is liberating because, as I've told you guys over the past few months to year, that I would love to cut the ties to YouTube, right? And not, not having to worry about the stuff that I put up on YouTube, right? But the flip side of that is, sadly, I'm screwed now, financially, It's good that I don't have to worry about what I put up on YouTube anymore, right? But at the same time, I know what I'm going to do to pay my bills moving forward. I need to make Twitch blow up to the point where, like, last month on Twitch was amazing. If I can keep Twitch at the same level it was last month every month, then I think I'll be all right, but I don't think that's going to happen. Like, I'm a realist, and I'm nervous that this month is not going to be nearly as good as July was. Because in July, just to give you guys some perspective, in July, I had record high subs, right? Like, I think I hit the second highest subs I ever had on the channel. I had really high views. I had the biggest cheer I ever got, plus a bunch of other really big, huge, helping, contributing cheers, okay? Like, there was a lot of factors that contributed to the fact that it was such a good month. I don't expect that every single month I'm going to get a new record high cheer, that every month I'm going to have the same people coming in. See what I mean? Like, there were a few people who were really supportive in July. That doesn't mean they're going to do that every month. And that's what makes me really nervous, is what's going to happen moving forward. YouTube, no lie, used to be about 30%, if not 40% of my income every month, and now it's 0. So how am I going to keep going and paying my bills? That's my concern right now. And like I said, I'm at the situation where I'm going to have to probably make a decision between shitty thing. Well, shitty thing number 1, shitty thing number 2, both things hurt me, but I have to do something to pay bills, so what do I do, right? So we'll see, moving forward. If this month goes well as last month, then I'll be all right. But, I'm a realist, and I got to try to do things just in case that doesn't happen, So, but anyway, thank you guys for your support. I appreciate it. Again, like I told you guys, I'm very appreciative. You guys have been so amazing on streams. I cannot complain. Nothing going on right now as a result of you guys whatsoever. It's the fucking Google. 100% it's Google being a terrible fucking company, All right, shout out to The Guardian, who just resubbed for the 12th month in a row and said, 1 year hype, you rock, Phil. Thank you to The Guardian very, very much for your resub. I appreciate your year now of support. And by the way, year of support, you just earned your Golden Crown with Rubies loyalty badge for the chat. So congratulations. Okay. All right, shout out to Judicious Echoes. Judicious Echoes says, Valkyria Chronicles 4 has a demo for the PS4 and Switch, and the game releases in late September. That's great. I have zero interest in it. I don't know anything about the series. If anything, the RPGs I'm interested in coming up, number 1's going to be the Shenmue Collection later this month. Number 2 will be Dragon Quest XI in September. And that's going to be it for RPGs for me this year, because I'm going to be so busy with the other new games coming out that I'm not going to have a single moment to worry about RPGs after that stuff. So, you know, for anyone who's interested, good news. Valkyria Chronicles has a demo. Go check it out. But for me, I have no interest, okay? All right. Eternal Napalm did a 100-bit cheer. He says, years ago, a spiritual successor to Eternal Darkness was announced called Shadow of the Eternals. The reveal trailer and gameplay looked awesome. Since then, it has been on hiatus, but the lead devs has been stoking rumors Nintendo wants to make it an official sequel. Well, it's been, what, 16 years since Eternal Darkness came out? Is it 16 years? I forget what the year was this game came out. That would be quite the feat to make a sequel that much further forward. Then again, we've seen it. Like, I mean, the fucking Incredibles 2 just had a sequel. You know what I mean? Yeah, Incredibles 2, over a decade after the original film. And by the way, Incredibles 2 was the best animated performance of a movie ever. It blew away all box office records. So, I guess maybe sometimes you can revive old stuff. I don't know what else to say about that, right? Sometimes it works. All right, Obi-Wan Kenobi, what's going on, man? Good to see you back. I know you had been off on travel, right? You'd been traveling around. He says, good to be back. No more dry heat. The Star Wars Secrets of the Empire VR is amazing. Well, good to hear that you had fun on your trip, and welcome back. B. Diggy did a 30-bit cheer and says, hey, Phil, I've been a fan since your camera days. Keep going. Keep doing you, bro. Well, thank you, B. Diggy, for that support. I appreciate that. Third Eye the Third cheered. He says, how likely do you think it is that someone at YouTube is a detractor or someone who really doesn't like you, and that's why they made up this invalid click activity thing? They won't ever come forward to admit it and rub it in your face because then they would lose their job. No, I don't think that's the case at all. I think that at YouTube, it's not even YouTube, it's Google in general, because apparently AdSense isn't YouTube. It's another division entirely. They basically do whatever the fuck they want. It's a free-for-all over there. They don't have set policies of how things should be done. They literally just sit down with these weird fucking criteria, and they'll just make these arbitrary decisions based off of, you know, some guideline that someone wrote, or in a lot of cases, just an algorithm. I mean, what algorithm? Just think about this. An automated algorithm might have flagged DSP Gaming for invalid click activity when a time when there were no ads on the channel under my AdSense at all. It was curses ads. So how can you flag the channel for invalid click activity when my AdSense wasn't even there? It doesn't make sense. That's what I mean. It's probably a fucking error of one of their algorithms. But guess what? They've never fixed them. Not once has YouTube or Google gone back and admitted that their algorithm is broken and fixed it. Instead, they just deny everything. Oh, no, that's not that. That's not true. We see no evidence of that. Like, dude, here's concrete evidence. Remember years ago when YouTubers were presenting concrete evidence of people being unsubbed automatically from their channels? And they said, look, I uploaded a fucking video, and 4,000 people unsubbed instantaneously. It wasn't like, oh, you know, over the course of the day when people watched the video, there were... No, immediately when the video went live, 4,000 subs lost from my channel. How can you say this isn't happening? And YouTube said, oh, it's not happening. So you see what I mean? Like, this is how Google is. They write automated stuff, and it just fucks up, and they don't care. That's the thing. It would be one thing if they were a company who you could contact and talk to someone and try to get answers from. They're not. They're very much not a company you can talk to get anything. When you contact their customer support, they blow smoke up your ass. I mean, I talked to Mitch for 2 straight fucking weeks. He didn't do a goddamn thing to help me at all. He basically just said, until you get a message from Google AdSense saying that they denied your claim to get your channel reinstated, we can't do anything for you. Well, what if I never get a response? Oh, well, then we can't do anything for you, but here's a survey you can fill out to complain and say that we should fix our process. Wow. Gee, thanks, Mitch. Wow, you actually take a paycheck for your job, huh? And that's the thing, like, that's the whole fucking business. It's a piece of shit. It's not some detractor. It's not some guy who doesn't like me, who has a bug up his ass about me. The business itself sucks. That's why it's been bleeding for years. The YouTube adpocalypse, Logan Paul being pushed to the top of search rankings, all the shit. It's just the end of an era. It really is the end of a fucking era. YouTube is a fucking cesspool, and it basically needs to go away, and I think it will. Once the second there's actual valid competition for them, they will go away. It just sucks that now I'm in a situation where I had a chunk of income that I relied on from them that's gone, and there's nothing to replace it. It's not like, oh, now I can go to the competition. There is no competition. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, what do I do? Do I make bad decisions that ruin my credit? And so in the short term, hopefully things get better, and then maybe long term, then there's a solution. I don't know what to do, This really fucking blows. But what can I do? It's out of my control. All I can do is push forward positively and keep doing fun gameplay stuff for you guys on a daily basis. That's what I'm going to do. All right. John just cheered. He says, diversity is a strength, Phil. Just watch until YouTube gets better. Then a few years later, it gets deleted and vacant. Yeah, because here's the thing. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. There are a lot of esoteric positives that you can talk about when you talk about a business. Diversity is one of them. Having a diverse workforce with a variety of cultures and people who have different perspectives and inputs, that's fine, okay? But that's something you worry about when you have an operationally successful company. You don't form a company based on these factors that have nothing to fucking do with the quality of your work. You see what I mean? First, you have the good company. Then you say, okay, I want to diversify my workforce, or I want to do this or that. But you have to have the good company first. YouTube is not a good company. They are trash. By any other company standards, people would have stopped using them if they were not the monopoly. It's only because they're backed by Google's billions that this company remains in existence. If not, someone else would have taken over for them a long fucking time ago. But they're protected from any kind of criticism, from any kind of forced change and improvement, because they're the only ones with the money to back what they do and allow them to do what they do. It's a fucking joke. Okay? It is. And for them to, at the same time, they're in the middle of an adpocalypse where they're losing like half or more of their advertisers. People who used to be able to make a living on YouTube now have to quit YouTube and go do something else for a living. At a time all this is happening, they're celebrating, we're the most diverse workforce. We're receiving awards for it. Yeah, but you fucking suck at your job. Like, holy shit. I mean, talk about being misguided, You have to be successful first before you then move on to the esoteric, moral, great things about your company. Oh, we have, in our company, we donated half our profits to charity. Oh, by the way, our company's going out of business. Huh? Okay. It's kind of a mixed message. You see what I mean? So, there you go. Pretty fucking stupid. Anyone from a logical standpoint who understands business looks at YouTube or Google in general and just says, what the fuck is going on over there? But then you realize they literally are living in a dirty money. Imagine if you were so filthy rich that no matter what you did, you were completely above reproach. Everyone could hate your guts, but you're so rich, it doesn't matter. You're completely immune to any kind of repercussions for anything you ever do. That's Google. That's the definition of Google. They could fuck everything up in their entire business. It doesn't matter. They have so much money they could take it on and just keep moving. And many companies have stepped up and want to compete with them, and they can't because they don't have that filthy, dirty money. You know what I mean? It's just a joke, man. It's disgusting. It really is. From someone who grew up with YouTube, right? 10 years I've been working on YouTube, putting out content. 2.5 years I did it as a hobby. 7 years I did it as a job. And now it's just a joke. Now I make $10 a day, For someone who's been through all that, to see how the company has literally worked itself into a fucking hole and dug its own grave and jumped in and then poured the fucking dirt on top of themselves. And the only reason that they can still breathe is because they have that $1 billion straw that they have connected to their mouth going through the dirt and goes above ground. But what's going to happen when someone walks by and bends the fucking straw? That's the point they're at. Jesus, I just don't get it anymore. I just don't. How many failed attempts? I mean, Google Glass, every venture they try fails, right? Everything it's just a joke. I just can't take it anymore. You know, I can't. I'm so tired of being pushed around by this big garbage company that just doesn't care, has no fucking real work processes that work. I'm just tired of it. You know, it's been such a different positive experience being on Twitch versus making a living on YouTube. It's been night and fucking day being here on Twitch, guys. Really. That's how much better it is on Twitch. And I that's why I love being here. You know, so thank you. I know I sit here and I bitch and I complain and everything, but understand that I love doing what I do for a living, and I love being in here and hanging out with you guys on a daily basis. I wouldn't give it up for the world if I had any choice to either keep doing this for a living, as you know, full time like I do, or doing something else. I would do as much as I possibly could to keep doing this because it means that much to me. 10 years of my life I've put towards doing this, and now I know I have a meaningful group of people who love to come here and say they find meaning in what I do, and it's so different here. It's so different on Twitch versus what I used to do. So thank you guys for that, okay? All right. Let's continue. CM Fool did a $2 tip and says, DSP for a tier 3 gold, be a man and play every game on the hardest difficulty for a month. That's insane. That's insane. There's, especially with all the new releases coming out, there's no way I could do that. You know, a special event where maybe for a while I play games on hard is one thing, and I do that during the summer downtime. There's no way I could do that during the new releases. Imagine how angry people would be if I couldn't even beat any games because they were all whooping my ass. I was playing them on hard, and I just couldn't get any progress or anything. Anyway, thank you for the tip. You're the top tipper for today, CM Fool. You got up there on the leaderboard. Thank you. Floppy Cheers says, have you thought about hanging your business degree above the love seat to make your streams more professional? Who cares about that? Who cares? My business degree, my bachelor's degree, is one of the most useless pieces of paper I've ever had in my fucking life. Seriously, the time, effort, and money that went into earning that thing, and it's done nothing for me at all. The most success I've ever had was being myself and going against all the things that I was told in society I was supposed to do. You can't make a living doing videos on fucking YouTube. You're insane. You can't be a streamer, right? That's nuts. That's insane. That's risky. That's crazy. And it's the most success I've ever had in my life. You know, I made more money doing it. I've had more popularity doing it. So, you know, go to school, be a good boy, and earn yourself a degree. And then after school, I can't even get a fucking job, right? Like, get the fuck out of here. It's all a scam. It is. The American education system is a scam set up to set you into massive debt to make tons of money for these fucking finance companies and these schools. And then when you're out, you can't even get a fucking job. You know, fuck that. I'd rather roll up my degree and smoke it than hang it behind me on my fucking couch here. Silent General did a 1,500-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Silent General. That is the biggest cheer for today. I appreciate it. Okay. Thank you very much. Let me go ahead and get you up on the leaderboard, Silent General. A 1.5k cheer. Thanks very much. Okay. Moving on, Judicious Echoes just cheered again, 50 bits. It says Valkyria Chronicles is more like XCOM, but anime-ish. Understandable if you're playing both Shenmue games. Easy 50 hours between those. Well, no, I'm going to be playing Shenmue 1 in the collection, and then in early September, Dragon Quest XI is going to be my kind of RPG that I'm going to be balancing with all those new releases in September, like Spider-Man and, you know, Tomb Raider and Spyro. So I'm going to have, you know, RPG-style stuff that I'll be doing, and therefore I'm not going to have time to play, especially if it's like XCOM. I hate to say this, but, you know, XCOM was popular for like a week when I played it, and then after that people got tired of it. It's that kind of game where it's very repetitive and grindy, you know what I mean? It's kind of a lot of the same. So, sounds interesting. For those who are interested in an XCOM with anime-ish style stuff, great, but doesn't sound like it's my cup of tea. John Cheers says, imagine if at my job I got a reward for improving diversity. Oh wait, I would get fired, laughing out loud. Well, I already harped on that enough. And again, I'm not anti-diversity. I'm not. I do believe that, you know, in life, we need various viewpoints, we need various cultures and different perspectives. Because when it's like they say, if everything's the same, it's boring, it's bland, right? If everything's whitewashed, and I don't mean but the color of skin, it's just a statement. Being whitewashed means everything being the congruent, everything's exactly the same, right? That's boring. The variety is the spice of life, and I do believe we need variety in life, but I certainly don't believe that variety is the number one focus when you're trying to make a fucking business successful. You got to have get the business successful first, then focus on the other shit, okay? All right, let's continue on. BananaBot 4000 just subscribed for the third month in a row at tier 2. Thank you for the tier 2 sub, BananaBot, and he says, YouTube will die soon. I think so. I think the reason YouTube is still where it is because there's no alternative. Like I said, we already know that our Amazon is working on a competitor. If and when it launches, that could be it. That's the death knell. Because anyone who's serious about doing this kind of content creation for a living doesn't want to be on YouTube anymore. We've had enough. You know, we just want to move on to something that's viable. And the problem is that nothing else is right now. Maybe something will be soon. We hope, right? Well, John cheered again. He says, go to school, dude, then never get a job and get a piece of paper and be unemployed your whole life. And you know what, John? I hate to say that. That's a lot of things that is happening in America. You may not have heard this, but, you know, some of the reports you hear, this new generation of young people coming out of high school, they all go to college. They rack up ridiculous amounts of debt to pay for their college tuitions because colleges are now more, or university, I should say, for those who aren't in America, we call it college, but you guys might call it university. It costs insane amounts of money, okay, to go to university or college. You have to get loans, basically, from various entities, whether it's the federal government, whether it's a bank, whether it's another credit lending agency. And these loans are exorbitantly expensive loans. These aren't like, a nice 3% interest loan. No, we're talking fucking, you know, anywhere from 10 to 20, sometimes higher percentage rates, which then vary based on the stock market. You know, what goes on with the federal interest rate here affects how much interest is on those loans. Then they tell you, we'll defer your loan, but by the way, we keep racking up interest on that loan when you're not paying it. So all these years you get out of college and you're looking for a job and you're not making any money, you're actually accruing more debt in your name. It's ridiculous. It's a racket. And then people can't find a job. They move back in with their fucking parents. So here, poor Jose, really scraped and clawed his way to get through college, took out a ton of debt in his name, works a full-time job to try to pay off his college loans. You know, it's a fast food job or it's a fucking, a retail store job that doesn't even, it's not even enough to make a fucking reasonable living, right? Can't do anything with his college degree, and he'll never get out of the debt that he's in now because of the way that this system's set up. And then you say, these millennials are all moving back in with their parents and they don't have jobs, or the jobs they have are shitty jobs and they're terrible lives. Yeah, that's the situation in America, but keep believing the hype that there's more jobs in America. Go ahead and keep believing it, because they're not good jobs. They're not. They're these low-level minimum wage jobs that you can't make a reasonable living. The education system is fucked up, but let's not go on a crazy tangent, okay? Jack Spartacus just tipped me $3. Thank you, Jack Spartacus, for the $3 tip. I appreciate that very much. You are the top tipper for today. Oops. Get you up on the leaderboard. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate that. All right. Let's see here. Eternal Napalm cheered and says, Google is nowhere near as dangerous as sister company DeepMind. Well, I don't know anything about that. Please. I have enough problems with Google. Please don't get me started on something else. Don't tell me they have something worse. Please. I have enough. Please. I've had enough. I can't. I can't go on. I can't do more. I can't talk more about it. Please don't tell me they have something worse. I'll lose my head. My head will explode. Do you want to see a man's head explode live on stream? You know how disgusting that would be? Oh my God. All right. Floppy chewed again and says, did you party a lot in college? I partied as much as everyone. And basically, I've talked about it until I was blue in the face in the past, and I'm not going to totally derail a gameplay stream now to talk about that. So, thanks for the cheer. Okay. Oh, brother. Okay. Well, thank you guys for an active pre-stream, to say the least. What's up, Ostman? Good to see ya. Good to see many regulars in the chat. I'll do a few. How about a few free shoutouts? What's up to the Lord Lamb, to Dude Frozen, Metal Face Zach, Corn Dog Fermad, New Face of Creation. John already got a ton of shoutouts. He actually just cheers. Says, who's your favorite person to interact with? I don't have any favorite people. I don't play favorites. What's up, Kate? Good to see ya. Jake Likes Cats. Good to see ya. Heaven's Word. Good to see ya. Suck a Surprise. What's going on? Honest Troll. What's up? Lol123. What's up? Will the Entrepreneur, what's up? Murdoch, what's going on? Vader. Overlord Raharu, Octoa. Metal Gear Rex. Lots of regulars today. Thanks, guys. Bernie Lomax, what's up? I see many regulars. Kushiaki Tori's here. Big Balls Ballsy is here. Mirai Masaki is here. One Ton Hammer's here. Of course, Obi-Wan is here, we know. We saw him for Pinkdom. King Goken, many regulars. Thank you. Diligent Me. Everyone, a lot of regulars. Cookie Monster. Dolls in Arms. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys have a Z-Cable Guy. Lip Jam. Lots of people here today. Neo Perpetual T-Man, even though your name is hard to say. What's up? QPZMWN. What's going on? Hope you guys are excited. Pineapple Man, what's up? Stunad. Stunad. B Diggy. I know, I love some of these names too, B Diggy. They're funny. Approximate. Who else is here? A Good RPG's here. Lots of people here. Make It Please is here. Drew Cheerty says, why not do a Dragon Ball Fighter Z sub goal where you play your fans? Because there's a massive I don't care about the game. I've already said a million times I don't want to play that game anymore. Okay. Alright, so welcome everyone, guys. Welcome everyone to the stream. I hope you're ready. We're about to start with Eternal Darkness. In fact, what I need to do, I need to turn on the Wii. The reason that it's not on is because if I turned it on, you hear the Wii dashboard music constantly. And I figured during the pre-stream you guys didn't want to hear behind the pre-stream here. Pretty annoying. Yes, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I heard that Negan is coming to Tekken. I think everyone was very shocked as everyone's reaction. I told Kat about this last night. She was like, what? She literally was like, what? What the fuck? Like, why? I know, it's a very odd choice, but hey. Tekken is so weird. They had Akuma, they had Geese Howard, so they have Capcom and SNK characters. Then they had Noctis, a fucking RPG character, and now they're adding a fucking pop culture Walking Dead character. What's next? What's next? Okay, anyway, guys, let's end the pre-stream. Thank you guys very much for your support. Let's get started with Eternal Darkness. Let's see how far we can get. Maybe we can finish it today. If not, like I said, maybe we'll try to finish it on second stream tonight. And maybe even the conclusion of Persona 5 tonight. Should be a fun day. All right, thank you guys for your support. I appreciate it. And again, just a quick reminder, best way you can help me, actually I should check subs, by the way, I didn't check them. Best way you can support me today is with a tip. Tipping is the best way to help out right now, even though I do appreciate anything else that you guys contribute. Tips is the best way to help right now, okay? Well, we're still 554, our subs didn't move, so I don't have to change anything. There you go. Thank you to Silent General for the top cheer so far today, 1.5k bits, and Jack Spartacus for that $3 tip, the top tip. All right, let's end the pre-stream, and let's begin. Here we go.